Welcome back to the Space Gulag, otherwise known as the PPSW, your favorite hangout place, and today we're back with another Star Wars theory, and this one's rather short, but I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. Before I go anywhere with this, though, I want to say thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. I'm very, very thankful for it. I'm super appreciative. You know, we're 9,000 away from me giving away 3 lightsabers, so keep hitting that subscribe button. You could win one. One more thing, if you've seen a channel pop up on here, I'm bringing in a voice actor for some theories in the future, so I hope you guys are excited. I just sent him his first lines for a theory revolving a character that you guys, I think, will be excited for, so stay tuned for that. Now let's get straight into this. This is a rather simple theory revolving around a matter of a couple hours during Revenge of the Sith. Today we're covering what would have happened if Anakin Skywalker listened to Mace Windu about staying in the Jedi Council chambers. And so let's get straight into it. Alright, so our theory begins right as Mace leaves the Jedi Temple, telling Anakin to remain in the Council chambers. Anakin goes to the chambers and awaits as he was instructed. We all know what happens from here in canon. He has 2 choices, and we already know which one he makes. This time, though, Anakin has to sit and meditate on what he has gone through in the past, especially the past couple days, which have been very, very tedious. He's met Ahsoka in the past couple of days. He found out that his wife is pregnant. He's been told to spy on a mentor and a father figure from the Jedi Council, and he just got put on the Jedi Council. The last couple of days have been extreme for him. He literally, extreme, and he's been fighting a war. So, you know, he's going through this psychologically, and I think Hayden does a great job of this during the film. But regardless, Anakin is very fluent in the Force, and we know this, but he would have felt a disturbance in the Force as soon as the lightsabers ignited in the Chancellor's office. And he had this urge to go. He had the urge, but he decides not to. Maybe Palpatine was right, or maybe Mace was right, and maybe he would make him a master when he came back. Mace, of course, said something about gaining trust. In Anakin's mind, this could be becoming a master. Not even that long ago, Obi-Wan said it wouldn't be long before he was made a master. So Anakin thought maybe, just maybe, this was his trial. Remember, the Force worked in mysterious ways, and that's what they said to Ahsoka. So Anakin decided, I'll stay. He thought of Padme. He felt it in the Force. 1, 2, 3. Jedi Masters dead, almost instantaneously. Anakin was overwhelmed with his emotions. He stood to his feet and wandered. He paced the Jedi Council chambers. Now, inside the Chancellor's office, Palpatine is held at lightsaber point. Palpatine was waiting for Anakin to see the Jedi betrayal, but he never did. Mace came at Palpatine, telling him that he was under arrest, taking the Chancellor to a holding cell and calling Grand Master Yoda and telling him to return. Now, why doesn't something else happen here? Well, he literally was going to arrest the Chancellor when Anakin came in. Anakin's the one that made the moment a little bit more angry for Palpatine, made the moment more tedious for Mace Windu, much like Obi-Wan's presence on Mustafar. If he hadn't shown up, maybe Anakin would have come down from his anger highs. So in this same situation, I think it's the same for a character just not simply showing up, deciding to do what they're told and stay, and maybe it all goes better. And so from here, Windu would inform the Senate the Republic was under the control of a Sith Lord, and that he and his fellow Jedi arrested him to protect the Republic. Palpatine, meanwhile, would be conspiring to get Anakin under his whim, but it was too late for that. After Windu told the Senate, which would be outraged, they would be disgruntled. Multiple reasons, many of them didn't like the Jedi at first, and the rest of them also were like, oh, that's the enemy of the Jedi, you know, the Jedi who fought for us. So it's a very split Senate. The Senate isn't really organized, it's kind of split down the middle. Windu would return to the chambers where Anakin still waited, and Mace was extremely proud of Anakin. This would have gained Mace's trust, and Anakin would be given the rank of master. And though Anakin's apprentice never passed her trials in becoming a knight, she did pass her trial. She did pass it. She passed her trial, but she just didn't become a knight. She chose not to be a Jedi. That wasn't Anakin's fault. Anakin taught her well enough to become a knight, and she passed her trial, but she decided not to become a Jedi Knight. So I think by that kind of, you know, instruction, it's possible that Anakin could become a master here. And most importantly, Anakin was also a prominent Force user. He was seen widely throughout the Temple as a leader. Mace also believed that the deaths of 3 Jedi Masters on the Council, that there needed to be a new master, someone to fill their spots. Not to just get them out of the way and be over and done with, but someone that would be a fair choice, a fair replacement, and someone that would already have enough respect from the Jedi around him in the temple. Again, there's 10,000 Jedi still left. 66 hasn't happened, so there's still 10,000 Jedi to have respect for Anakin, and a lot of them already did, because he was the poster boy of the Republic. Now, Anakin was overjoyed with his new responsibility, but he received it from Windu with extreme gratitude and maturity. Being the youngest on the council came with responsibilities, and also the ability to prove why he was there. Because Anakin had his faith restored in the Jedi, his trust now was broken in the Chancellor. And because the Jedi knew that Palpatine would be trying to manipulate the boy, only Grandmaster and the Master of the Order were permitted to speak with Palpatine, or be near his cell. The Jedi also believed that he was too powerful to not be under heavy surveillance, so Jedi Masters and Council members exclusively, that weren't Anakin, would be guarding his cell, which would be, Master Yoda and Kenobi, Mace Windu and Plo Koon. Specifically, the best in the Order would be there protecting that cell, because they don't want him getting out. Without Palpatine in the Senate, Padme's caucus could make a movement that would sway the Republic towards peace, and especially since the Separatists had lost Grievous and Dooku within a number of days, without anyone sabotaging the governments, the two would come together in peace, and then the trial for Palpatine would begin. Now let me preface this by saying this could go either way. I honestly believe that it could go in Palpatine's favor, but I also believe that it could go into the Republic's peace and saying that they don't want to deal with it and just hand it to the Jedi, because in all reality, it was the enemy of the Jedi, not the Republic. The Republic could move on with its life, and since no one really knew that Palpatine had started the war and orchestrated the war and the whole thing, they could just be content with saying, look, this is in the Jedi's hands, this is their ancient enemy, not ours, the war's over for us, and move on. I do think that's unlikely, but for the sake of the theory, we're going to say it goes like that. Since Maul and Palpatine were now reunited, the Jedi decided that the best move was to carbon freeze the two Sith, so that their powers would be lost to time. The Jedi would also add a new section to the Jedi Temple that would be consistently under surveillance by Jedi Council members. This would be a prison for specifically the two Sith that were left in the galaxy, who were carbon frozen. They were gone, frozen to time, and Anakin's children would be born healthily, and they would be trained by their father exclusively in the ways of the Force. They wouldn't be put into the temple, and that would be it. And the Sith would lay extinct until... I'm just kidding anyway. That's our theory. Again, short theory. I know it's relatively short, but I've been writing a bunch of theories lately, and I'm excited for what I have to offer. Again, I got a voice actor coming in, so please hit him up. Absolutely amazing voice this dude has, so I'm super excited to have him on the channel. Again, I thought this theory was a little concise, very short, very, very sweet, and it happily ended. I thought it was a nice way to end the Revenge of the Sith saga. I overall think that it's very possible that it could have happened like this if, Anakin just stayed in the chambers. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I'm not too invested in the Senate actually siding with the Jedi because, the Jedi were just war criminals. Yeah, if you've ever watched the Clone Wars, they're basically war criminals except for Plo Koon. Yeah, they're mostly just war criminals, so I really don't see it swaying in their way, but for the sake of the theory and where I wanted to take this theory, I decided that they would be like, it's the Jedi's enemy, let them deal with it, it's their problem now, not ours, because in reality they had a republic to restore, and instead of dealing with some kind of conspiracy or they just gave it to the Jedi, let the Jedi deal with it. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new, because you could win a lightsaber. You never know. Anyways guys, I love you all, spread the love, and always remember, may the Force be with you.